Got an interview.
I'm Emily.
What my career will look like for the next couple years and track my hours.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. So today I have a couple consultation groups. I'll be talking about what those are in the therapy world. I have a virtual session, and I also am like literally 1 minute from having an onboarding meeting with one part-time job that I am starting. So I'm going to talk about like my career updates and my part-time job stuff throughout the video. So stay tuned. Okay, yeah. I'm Emily. Excited for like coding classes, if those are open. The onboarding thing, basically they require that you submit a lesson plan that's created by AI for every curriculum I teach.
How's it going?
I'm starting like a very part-time job, very part-time job, like maybe 4 hours a month kind of part-time job. And the onboarding meeting, we just finished it, so I'm like, ugh. Okay, so I had a relatively busy morning. Basically, woke up, had my onboarding meeting with a after-school instructor position. Basically, it's like an ad hoc position where when there is a need for a teacher to teach an after-school program, then they text me and then I can decide to sign up for that offering. So that's something that I'm, I guess, onboarding on. So I guess I already got the job, although I'm still looking for my job offer. I basically have that job. So that's the thing I did in the morning. And then I just finished my consultation group with two of my therapists from practicum. Basically, consultation groups, we're literally just peers talking about what would be supportive, what's been on our mind through the week. A lot of times it's about specific client interactions and what our peers think about it. Sometimes it's also about like how to grow our private practice and more like specific logistical things like that. But basically, I think it's super important, at least for me, to have these consultation groups so that I don't feel like I'm doing all of this alone. I feel like in tech, I was used to handling that stress kind of on my own, more or less. But in this field, I'm noticing I really want to be able to have a community. For me, it's been super helpful to have these consultation groups where I can bring in difficult client situations or even talk to others about how it's going, getting their hours. Because if I don't have these consultation groups, like I literally have no idea how anyone's doing unless I have like a lunch with them and I ask them how they're doing. So it's super helpful for me to have these consultation groups. So the one I had was two. I think all my consultation groups are 3 people. I don't know how that happens. I just guess it's not too small, it's not too big. I have 3 people in my consultation groups. The first one I just finished, and yeah, half of it we talked about like how we can get more clients and different places that we can post our profile to let people know that we are looking for clients, and how do we get our child hours. And we talked about that for maybe like half of it, and then the other half was about like specific client things that we had on our mind, and we kind of like, you know, asked each other like what we thought of the situation, is there anything that we're not seeing, and things like that. So that's how that one went. And then I have one later in the day. Almost everyone that I have a consultation group with is Gestalt focused. But right now I'm going to have lunch, and then I have a virtual session with a client, and then hopefully I'll do some notes, invoicing stuff, and then I'll have a consultation group, and then we'll see what happens after then.
So I just got an interview for fitness coach, which is great because I don't have any experience, and most of these places require that you have experience. But I'm like, what am I really getting myself into? So I'm watching their it's like a testimonial video for this company.
I've always been into fitness.
I'm gonna schedule this interview. Book. Close. Done. All right.
So I came outside, obviously. Thought it'd be nice to just talk about things outside here. So basically with my job, I've been applying to a lot of random things, but I'm in the interview process for a bakery. Basically, no, it's not a bakery. It's a cupcake store, but as a co-owner. So they're a collective. So everybody that works there, there's 5 women. They're all owners. So if I were to get this job offer, basically I'm helping run this cupcake shop. So that's super exciting for me. I'm a little worried if I'm like gonna have the capacity to help run a business like that in that way, but that sounds super cool to me. I'm in that interview process. I have 2 calls next week with like a school therapist, a school psychologist, like psychology agency, to see if there are openings for me. And then I also, just talked about the part-time workout training position. I think it's at a gym that like focuses on people who are elderly or people who don't work out as much. Those are all the things that I have in progress, and I guess right now I'm at this week I've been leaning towards the path of getting 2 associateships and having a random part-time job. I would say last week I was more inclined to do the full-time tech and then random therapy sessions here and there, like before my 9 to 5, before my tech job and on the weekends. But this week I feel more inclined to go the other path, which is more therapist career focused. So hopefully some of these interviews end up being job offers, and I have more certainty of what my career will look like for the next couple years. Now I'm gonna do my notes, my time card, my invoice, and track my hours. Basically all the admin stuff for my week. I just do it all now. What about what's his name? The other supervisor? Oh.